All right, we are now recording. Good evening, everyone. This is part 7, I believe, in launching the blueprint for launching your Young Living business. And we did a little bit of a review last week for this class, but we're going to jump in tonight on using your resources. The good news is when you're building a business, that now, today, building your business, there are so many great resources. When I started 21 years ago, we had no resources at all. We didn't even have a web page. Everybody ordered by calling in their order. We didn't have essential rewards. We didn't have anything like that. So now we have many resources, and I'm just going to give you a list of a few tonight. First of all, we talked about transfer buying last week and the week before, and I am just sold on these Oils in Harmony transfer buying forms. They're a carbon copy form. You can get them both in English and in Spanish. So I send them to my Spanish speaking community as well. And it really gives people a wake-up call as to how many products Young Living truly has. I mean, you just don't get the impact of it by looking at the catalog even. But when you start ticking off what you use in your own home and you see the equivalent product in Young Living, it is amazing. It really gets you to think. And this is truly the way to become a product of the product. So I'm going to highly recommend using the transfer buying sheet. Now, Sandy's going to talk about how you can get some of these, but you can order 25, 50, 100, 300, 500, 1,000 transfer buying sheets from oilsinharmony.com. Just go to shop and forms, and then you can find the forms. But we're also going to give you an opportunity to download a form, probably in the next couple of days. Sandy's going to get a hold of Dana, and Dana's going to put them in a Dropbox. So we need each and every one of you on this call tonight to put your email address in the chat box. I save the chats, and then I will send you those forms that we're going to be looking at tonight. We're going to send you a health goals worksheet, and Sandy's going to be talking about that in a minute here. When your leaders, and we mostly say silver and above, have online classes, this is a resource for you to bring your people to. You know, I get a kick out of many of my people who come on these calls. They ask me, is it all right if I invite somebody? What they don't understand is this is what we want them to do. We don't have expectations of you doing that, but what we do is we hope that you'll find this so informative and so educational that you can't help but invite your friends and potential members to these classes. We don't say anything that's going to scare them away. I don't think anyway, although it's hard for us to be objective, seeing as that we're the ones who are teaching. But, you know, you tell us, are we ever saying anything that is scaring you away? Probably not. So online classes by your leaders. Also, there are many leadership Facebook pages, both product and business, depending on whose organization you're in. For example, if you're in my organization, then you are also in the Royal Dream Team organization. And we have a Facebook page called the Royal Dream Team. I have a Facebook page for my team, which is called Diamond Miners. My Diamond Miner leaders, like Dawn Christman, Pam Hyen, I don't think Mary Kane, quite a few others, I don't remember off the top of my head. They all have their own pages as well. And so if you're under Dawn Christman or Pam Hyen or any of the leaders that have a page, that is another resource for you. Sandy, what is your Facebook page?
Sensational Living. Sensational Living Room.
Yes,
you can
Sensational Living Room.
Yeah, that's my team page, but I do have a business page that's open to all called Sensational Living, SCENT, SATH. Anyway, scent is kind of a play on words.
A play on words. SCENTS, sensational.
Yes.
So do you have an upline that has a Facebook group as well?
Yes. Don and Jane Claire have a page, and then Harding Essentials. Marcella Von Harding is my Royal Crown Diamond, and she also has a page that's run by her children. So make
sure that you seek out your leadership's Facebook pages. Correct. Because this is where you're going to see what is happening. You're usually the diamonds get information before we get information, and your leaders are doing everything in their power to get you the promos at early in the morning. Sometimes I'll get those promos out at 5:30 in the morning on the first day of the month. We do everything that we can to get the Wednesday, what do you call those things? The Wednesday.
What's up
Wednesday. So things that go on sale just for Wednesday. We do everything in our power to do that. So make sure that you're connecting with your leadership Facebook pages. Also, if you want to dive deeper, if you're truly saying to yourself, I just want to be a leader. I want to do some of the things that Dana and Sandy and Cristina are doing in their teams. Where do they get all this information? Well, a couple of us use, in fact, I think all three of us use growworkspace.com. Now, this is where you can get project broadcast bundles to share classes on texting campaigns. This is where you can get classes like PowerPoint classes, webinars. This is where you can get Instagram help. This is where you can get scripts to read or study and then, shoot from the hip during a Facebook class. If you like Facebook Live, you can do those classes. I'll tell you that Grow Workspace is phenomenal. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head how much it is as an annual fee, but it is worth every tax-deductible penny. And this is truly a place for people who are catapulting into that leadership phase of their career with Young Living, and they need all the resources they can get. Also, a free place that you can go is Grow Dot. Now, Grow Dot, you'll see it's just grow with a period. It's the second sentence from the bottom there. Grow period. We call it Grow Dot, and it's a Facebook group. And it is a Facebook group that was actually developed and is coordinated by the producers or the creators of Grow Workspace. So there's a lot of information out there that's free, DIYs. The women are just crazy about the DIYs out there, and ideas for everything from thank you gifts to rank up gifts to top and rollers. It's just a great place to interact, And I was hoping that my niece would be on tonight because she just signed up another person last night, and her first person from the Philippines, actually. So we have a Filipino team member now. And she is really diving deep into her business now as well. There's just so many resources. So let's continue. Another resource that we highly recommend in these days of you staying focused on your business. This is the most important thing, is to stay focused on your business, and you need accountability partners to help you to do that. So find an accountability partner. Find someone that you can work with. And I'm going to tell you straight up right now, it does not have to be a member of your team. You can find a cross-line accountability partner and you can work together. And you do not have to shift from your downline to work with that person. And I think that you're seeing how beautifully this works between me and Dana and Sandy, because none of us are on the same team. We have different Royal Crown Diamonds, but we know that we bring to the table different talents and gifts, and that we inspire one another like no one else, and we continue to keep each other focused on success, and we work together as a team. So if Sandy has an idea that she wants to use for her team, she's not afraid that I'm going to use that idea and become, gain rank or take people away from her. That's not how it works. We know and we honor each other to the point where if we had met, maybe we were together shopping and we met somebody new at the counter. Well, the first person who was talking to them about Young Living would be that person's go-to person. I wouldn't ever jump in there and try to take her away from Sandy. So, I mean, this is where you see true integrity, true honesty, true love for one another, true community working together. And I'm going to encourage you, strongly encourage you, that you find an accountability partner. And, Tamara, I think that CJ is an accountability partner for you. And I think that's great. And Gail, I think you have many accountability partners. And Milana, I want you to feel like when you come on this training that we're your accountability partners, that we help you to stay focused if you're not getting that from your own upline team members. And sometimes that's true. So we want to also invite you to our Monday through Friday calls at 9:15 Central Standard Time, where we meet for accountability. We uplift, we encourage, and we support each other in daily goals, tasks, and aspirations. And so Sandy's going to type this join number. All you need to know is the 573-768-4335. And if you have Zoom on your phone, then you just join this call every morning at 9:15 Central Standard Time and get to know us who show up there. Now, I haven't been showing up since I've been here in Cedar City, Utah, because I'm with my family. But I know that, Georgia, I believe you're getting on one of these mornings. I think it was Monday you were trying to get on. I don't know if that was successful for you, but we're encouraging you guys to join us, because this is a place where we talk about mindset. We talk about being focused on the things that are important. And so we just want to encourage you to make those good choices to empower yourself. We want you to reach out to your leaders and see if they're having a mentoring platform for goal setting and implementation. And I have done that in the past, and I am willing to do that again. All you have to do is reach out to me if you are in my organization. Reach out to Sandy if you're in hers, and Dana if you're in hers. If you don't have anybody in your upline that is offering mentoring, we'll help you one way or another. You can join any of our teams and any of our mentoring sessions, but we're just here to help each other. Remember, guys, that you are not alone in this. Back in the day when I started, we were alone in this. I was the only one in the St. Louis area, which means I should have had the whole St. Louis area, right? What? I was learning on my own. Now we know what we don't. Now we know enough that we can teach you what not to do, and we can teach you what's worked for us. So you're not alone. You have a team of people that can help you to feel empowered and to support your members. And you don't have to be everything to everyone. Use your resources. You do not have every talent and every gift on the planet. Come together with other people of like mind so that you can share your gifts and talents and they can share theirs. Personally invite your members to your Silver and Above Leaders Workshops. This allows you to further build relationships and it allows you to edify your leaders. And remember, we talked about that before. So check your upline, check your immediate silver, see if she's giving classes or workshops. And if she is, plug into them. You know, there's a saying, and I know Don Claire has this saying, the people who succeed in this business are the people who show up. And that's one sentence. The people who succeed in this business are the people who show up. That's all you have to do. If you show up, you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to implement what we're teaching you so that you can grow your Young Living business as well. When members attend more workshops taught by more people, then they're getting more support, more information, more education, and it further supports the good things that you're teaching them. So don't feel like you're going to lose them if you send them to somebody else's training. You'll never lose them. They came in because of you. And this is what we teach as well. Okay, so Sandy, you're going to talk about one of the sheets that we recommend as a resource.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Sandy Rausch. I am a gold member here in the St. Louis metro area. And just to piggyback on what Cristina just said, we have locked arms and are rolling through life and through our Young Living business together, supporting each other and lifting each other up and encouraging each other. And it's an amazing way to do business. So don't be afraid. And there's plenty out there for everyone. Seriously, St. Louis, this area, even though we have a lot of leaders out here, there is a lot of people here. And there's a lot of people wherever you go. So don't think that any place is saturated. It is not. One of the resources, and several resources we'll talk about tonight, is this is talking about you, your health. What do you look like? Is your health in a place that somebody wants to emulate your health? It's important to be a product of the product. And Gary Young always was telling us is that we need to be healthy so we can be looked at as somebody would want to be as healthy as we are. So if you're not there, it's important that you take a look at your health and start making some health goals for yourself. Our products are just so amazing. They will lift your health up if you use them. And if you start really taking a hard look at nutrition, water, exercise, sun, all the things we know that are good for us. And a chart like this, a health chart or a health goal chart like this can really give you some goals that you are writing down and can help you achieve. So you put your name at the top and your starting date and what your goal date, which might be 2 months from now, 3 months from now, but you got to give yourself time. Don't think that if you've been living a life with no health goals, that all of a sudden you're going to turn your life around. It takes time. Give yourself that time. And it's really, doing a 6-month chart like this will put consistency in your life. So I really love this chart because first of all, you'd start month 1 with what kind of a health goal do you want to achieve this month? Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's losing 10 pounds. Maybe it's getting your blood pressure to come down where you can, where you're starting to focus on circulation and using the oils that are going to be good for circulation. We have some amazing supplements. Ningxia Red, doing the 30-day Ningxia Red challenge is a great way to start a health challenge. I love my Ningxia Red in the morning. It's really how I started my health path, was with drinking Ningxia Red every morning. And 2 ounces in the morning is amazing. Another 2 ounces in the afternoon is even more amazing. So putting 4 ounces of Ningxia Red, maybe the first month, into your health challenge might be a really good thing to do. So then that's where it comes into products. What products are you going to put into your goals this month? And those could be the products that are going into your essential rewards order. Start with digestion, folks. Digestion and immunity. I never go a day without drinking my Ningxia Red, without taking essential zymes with my meals, and then without taking either Thyromin or Sulfurzyme and Comfort Tone at night. Helps digestion, wonderful things to take. And Gary Young made those products years ago, and they are still some of the most popular products today because they work and because they're so essential to your health. And then the last column is your lifestyle changes. What lifestyle changes are you wanting to make? More water, more exercise. And when we talk about exercise and movement, make it something that you can truly do. Don't make it something you can't do. As month goes on, you can increase those goals. But make your goals something that will stretch you, but yet is something that can truly be achieved. So if you're not walking at all, walking 5 miles in a day can be a pretty good stretch. Maybe you want to start off with 3 miles a day, and then the next month 4 miles a day, and then the next month 5 miles a day. So just make sure that your goals are something that you can actually measure, that you've written them down, because when you write things down, it makes them very real to you. And it's something you can go back on then and take a look at. So I love this chart, and I hope you guys will start using something like this. We're going to be putting this into the website, into our Facebook page. So look for it in the next few days.
We're also going to be putting it in a Dropbox. And that's why we wanted you at the beginning of this call. So if you came on late, at the beginning of this call, we asked you to put your email address in the chat box so that we can make sure that you get these resources that we're going to be showing you tonight. I use the health goals sheet a little bit different than Sandy was mentioning. She said it's for you. I also want you to entertain the fact that this is also for your prospective member. And the reason I use it this way is because we want to sit down with them at the very beginning, and we want to help them map out their health goals. Number one, so that they know that going on essential rewards is going to be something that will benefit them and that they're going to save money in the long term. I'm going to give you a really good example that just happened yesterday and the day before. So on Tuesday night, my class was on hormones. And one thing that I covered was PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. And I covered endometriosis. I also covered a little bit on the thyroid, but you know, I was mostly talking about endocrine system, and thyroid does have a part to play in the thyroid. Well, my niece was on that call, and she immediately called her friend in the Philippines who has been suffering for a very long time with PCOS. And so that's polycystic ovary syndrome and endometriosis. And because she had been on that call, when she signed Nina up, she signed her up with a premium starter kit and a bottle of Progessence Plus. And so on her health goal chart, she's going to have, her health goal is to get rid of her PCOS and endometriosis. Her product uses is going to be the PSK and her Progessence Plus. And the lifestyle changes she wants to make is to get off of the medications that they have her on that make her feel absolutely horrible. And I was so glad to have this conversation with Eileen this morning to find out all about, you know, what Nina was going through with her health goals and how we believe that Young Living can help turn that around. So that is another major reason why you want to have your prospective members on our health talks and our health calls and our Zoom calls and whatever talks are available, and just gain that information for them so that when you're creating their health goals chart, you're charting it and helping them see in the future that yes, they can change their lifestyle and change their health. Okay, Sandy, go ahead and talk about the business goals tracker.
Okay, so the next part of this series that we're talking about under Oil Share Repeat is repeating and being duplicatable, and how to track your team. So the monthly goal planner, oh, this is the monthly, are we going to go through the goals and tracker first? This one? Okay.
We're going through this one first, and then we do another slide, and then we go through the other one.
Okay, so this is the monthly business goal tracker. First of all, this is a great, put the month at the top of what you're tracking. So this is a 3-month tracker, which is a great way to tell how you're doing. So what's your team size this month? Put August here at the top of this. What's your team size this month? What's your total members? What are the members that are actually ordering with PV? What's your OGV? And maybe this month could have been July. That's probably where you need to start, is July, because we're in August right now.
But this is where you're setting your goals. So you're going to set a goal for your team size this month at the beginning of the month and see if you make it.
Or you could use this column right here for where you were at the end of July, because this is going to be a goal setting team, goal set. You know, you could put July right over here. Where did you end July? This is your goal setting August. What's your goal for your team size this month? How many new members, or how many total members do you want on your team, or do you envision on your team? That's what this is all about, is envisioning and putting it out there. The energy you put out there is what you're going to get back. So how positive are you? Where are you at as far as envisioning what your team looks like? What do you envision your OGV to look like by the end of the month? How many new members are you expecting to get this month? Whether it be you enrolling them or members of your team. What is the percentage of super recruiters? Now, super recruiters are basically members on your team that are recruiting. So what percentage? Maybe 10%. If you got 10 people on your team, that would only be 1. If you've got 50 people on your team and 10%, that would be 5. So what percent of new recruiters do you think you're going to have? What is the percentage of team growth you'd like to see for the month? 10% is a lot, folks.
Oh, yeah.
So to put 10% in there, that's a big number. Even though you might have 10 people on your team, 10% would be 1 person. That would be okay. How many new rankers do you want this month? Remember, we're in a Dream 500 right now. These are all numbers that are going to give you points toward Dream 100 and towards some really amazing free oils. So that's why it's important to write this down. Writing it down makes it real. What's your average PV per ordering member right now? Do you know what that is? All you have to do is take your PV and divide it by the number of members you had last month. And that gives you how much PV per member that is ordering right now. What is the percentage of members on ER? This is a great number to shoot for. 33 to 40% is a really good number to shoot for. 33 is actually low, but you'd like to see this number at 40 to 50%. A number of percentage of members. How many members are on ER? These are all hard numbers. You can go back in your downline and get it. And if you've got Oily Tools, that's an app on my phone. I think it's like $4.99 or $5.99 a month to get Oily Tools. All of these numbers are right on my phone. I know exactly. I can pull these numbers up. I don't have to do any calculating. Oily Tools does all the calculating for me. So if you have a team of more than 20 people, you should definitely think about getting Oily Tools. It is a great app. Okay, how many enrollers do you have this month? What is the percentage of enrollers? Those are people that are enrolling people. What are my enrollments for the month? I'd say 2 needs to be at your minimum number there. How many enrollments? 2 will get you a great gift. 4 will get you a really wonderful gift and a lot of points toward Dream 500. And then The bottom line is, what was my paycheck last month? And what do I want my paycheck to look like this month? Those are fun things to project and to dream about and to put out there for the universe, and then shoot for it, go for it, work toward it. So I love this. And then you would write all those numbers down after you put your goal down. And then right next to it, you could put down for that month how many you actually did that month. So it could be you put your goal on this side and then what you actually did on this side. And then the next month you do the same thing. Now you know where you started, or you know where you ended last month. Now, what's your goal for this month? And where did you end this month? Same thing with this one. What's your goal for, this would be August, this is September, this would be October. What's your goal for the month of October? Where did you end October? Those of you that are green, you know, our quality, have work in business, in the business world, you know that hard numbers are what business people look at and what your bosses are looking at. How successful are you at achieving and working toward goals? It really does help you to move forward in your business. Love this one.
If you don't have a roadmap, you won't know how to get there.
Correct.
To set some goals. Okay, so repeating the steps. Now we get to repeat. We've taught you a lot over the last couple of weeks, and you know, you might want to go back and review some of this, but your goal is to have self-sustaining legs. And this means that others need to do what you are doing. It doesn't mean that they are you, because you're unique. I was talking earlier about your gifts and talents that you bring to the table and that others may not have, but they're going to have their special gifts and their special talents, and nobody can be you, and they shouldn't try to be you. They need to shine in their own right. And one of the ways that we find out more about who we are and what we shine at is personal introspection. As I was writing this the other day, I kept thinking about this very deeply, because the way that I find out who I am and what I love and what it is that I want out of life and what I choose comes out when I spend time with me. Daily journaling helps with this. Actually sit down and ask yourself questions. Dig deep. You know, true success is not found out here, outside of ourselves. True success is found in the inner heart. And the Greeks call this, the Greeks say that the heart, when we talk about the heart, is synonymous with our subconscious mind, because that is who we are and that is what we act from. That is what is programmed in us. And if you want to reprogram it, you just reprogram it through time-spaced repetition on doing the things that you want to become. So we want to duplicate steps and systems. We don't want to clone ourselves. We are not looking for people just exactly like us, but we are looking for people who are like-minded in that, you know, they're interested in becoming more of who they really are. If you need a guide, you can get this book that we've been using, the Oil, Share, Repeat book, and use it as a guide, and then run with your business with this. Everything that you're learning in this so far 7-part, we're not done yet. We've just elaborated on this book, but this is a great, great guide. It's having a set way of doing things that can be copied easily, and that's what's really important. You should be able to duplicate what we are teaching you with somebody else. So let's talk about repeating the steps. First of all, we talked about focusing on the hub last week, using your oils, enhancing who you are by using your oils, and by personal development. This is imperative. If you are not wanting to embark on personal development, you cannot be successful in this business. I really believe that. I wouldn't state it so emphatically if I didn't believe it. Sharing with education, enrollments, and empowering others. Those are the steps. You need to share with education, you need to enroll people, and you need to empower others by teaching them the same thing that we're teaching you. And then repeating the process over and over again. It's that simple. It's that simple. Get out of your comfort zone and do what it takes to be the captain of your ship, to become the CEO of your company. Here is a great monthly goal planner that we're going to actually send to you as well. And again, I just want to repeat, if you come on late, you must put your email address in the chat box, even if I already have your email address, because then I know that you're wanting to get the Dropbox planners and PDFs that we're showing you tonight. Go ahead, Sandy.
Okay, so a lot of this is also available at inspiredsharing.com. The book is available, the book that we've been working from, Oil, Share, Repeat, and all of these worksheets are available there, but we're providing all of that information to you for free these last weeks. So you don't need to buy it, but if you're wanting to have a guide for future reference, certainly go to the website and take a look. The worksheets are available as well as the book. These worksheets are going to be sent out, and I think that they're extremely helpful. I love this monthly goal planner sheet. Again, you're going to fill out all the blanks that you possibly can. It's really important to write down your goals. Now, you wouldn't want to use this sheet without making a copy, because you want to have copies for future reference. So don't ever use your last blank sheet, because you need to make a copy so that you got it for next month. You want to write your personal enrollment goal. How many people are you going to personally enroll? What's your current rank? What's your goal rank? What's the total number of members that you'd like to see for your goal? What's your current members on ER? Times 12. That's the goal members on, that's your goal for members on ER. So your current members on ER times 12. That's the goal for members on ER this month. Oh, they're giving you a goal of times 12. Woo, that's a good one. Okay, so my revolving list of prospects. As a leader, we know that relationships, and we've been through this, how important relationship building is. You need to have an ongoing revolving list of people for you to be connecting with, contacting. This form has a place for that, my revolving list of prospects. So put those prospects on this list that you're going to contact this month.
I will tell you though, Sandy, if you really truly do this correctly, you're going to need a sheet. Because
yes.
I do this. I have a revolving list of prospects. On that list, it's actually in a notebook. And I add to that list all the time. Anytime somebody's name comes in my mind that I have not contacted, I add it to that list. When I contact them, I write the date that I contacted them and what transpired. In fact, I'll take a new sheet and I'll begin making notes about that person if I spent some good quality time with them. Otherwise, maybe I just left a voice message. So I write VM by that person, meaning I need to try to contact that person again. So your revolving list of prospects should be long and it should be growing continually. And then you'll know when you contacted the first person the last time. It really gives you a good handle on, you know, I need to contact so-and-so because I don't remember the last time I talked to her. Well, if you keep a prospect list, you will know when you talk to her.
Cristina is right on the money here. This is exactly what you need is a spiral notebook that is just for your prospects and where you are as far as contacting them and follow up. So then you want to note on that notebook if you've contacted them personally, if you Facebooked them, texted them, did you get a response? What oils are they using? What are their favorite oils? Anything about that person, you need to put notes on there about that person so that when you do connect with them, you have something to talk about. And so you can kind of remember who they are and what they were using, where you met them. So also on this monthly goal planner, it has a list of IPAs. We need to talk more about that tonight. IPAs are income producing activities, okay? And this goal planner has a list of IPAs. Did you do one Facebook Live this month? If you did, check it off. That's big, girls and guys. Did you teach one Facebook intro to your prospect, to some of your prospects this month? Or did you somehow do a class? Check that off if you did that. Did you attend 2 in-person events or Zoom calls?
I count Zoom as an in-person event now.
Yes, that's exactly right. So did you attend at least 2 Zoom calls this month? Check it off. Do you have 6 attendees that attended Zoom events with you? 6 in your downline. That's if you have 6 in your downline. Check that off. If not, then you need to be connecting with some of your downline people and telling them about the classes that are available to help them know more about the products. Product knowledge is big when it comes to Young Living. And many people, that's the main thing they want to know about is how to use the products. And Cristina has a weekly, beautiful class on how to use the Young Living products. So everybody on this call tonight has 0 excuses about that one. Cristina is there for you every Monday night. Then if you've sent out samples or handwritten notes, there's a place on this list for checking that off. So these are all income producing activities, IPAs. And so I love this goal planner sheet. There's got all different kinds of things on there. I will read one personal leadership. This is a good one. I will read one personal development or leadership book this month. Leaders are readers. Leaders are readers. So what kind of books do you have in your library that you can read this month to help you develop your leadership skills? And then teach one Facebook introduction to members on your team. So that means a new member. You have done either a Facebook Live or a Zoom call or something where you're connecting with them and they can see your face. I think there's several different ways to do that now, and there's more and more apps coming out to do that. But it's important that they see your face and hear your voice and the passion and love you have for them. It's so important to connect with our new members. They're looking for you. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for leadership. They want to know how to use their brand new kits. So I love this checklist. The more I didn't really realize everything on here until I just went through it one by one. But this is a great place to start for IPAs. And I'm going to turn it back over to Cristina now, and she's going to go through some more about this.
So Sandy actually gave you the definition of IPAs, but we'll just hit it real quick. What are IPAs? IPAs are income producing activities. So because she told you that, I'm going to tell you what IPAs are not. IPAs are not going and buying ink for your printer. IPAs are not organizing your office until you're blue in the face. IPAs are not shuffling papers thinking that you're actually doing the business. They are actually producing income, and organizing your office doesn't do that. These are the things that you should be doing to grow your business, and to the extent that you do these, this is to the extent that you will grow your business. If you spend 1 hour a week at focusing on income producing activities, you will not build a business. The minimum that you should be spending on a business, if you are truly a business person, doing IPAs is 10 hours a week. That's 2 hours, 5 days a week, or 5 hours, 2 days a week. Figure out where you're going to block those hours out on your calendar and commit to it. You know, one of the biggest issues that people have in life, not just business builders, but in life, is the ability to make a decision and to commit to it and to follow through. And I know that every single one of you on this call tonight can agree with me on this, that we have difficulty making decisions, committing to them, and then following through. The only way you will be successful in this business is by doing just that. Making a commitment, making a decision. I decide to do this business. I want to do this business. I want to know more. I want to implement what you're teaching me. I'm going to commit 10 hours a week to do this, because there's so many people who say, I want to do the business. Yes, I want to do the business. Yes, I'm going to do the business. As soon as I retire, I'm going to do the business. You don't know how many times I've heard that. And I go, yay, just do it. I feel like, what is this, Art Williams? Just do it. Just do it and do it and do it. What I want you to understand is that you have to do it. You have to do it. For something to be an IPA, you should be able to track the effectiveness on your current month's paycheck. If you're not making a paycheck that you want to make, then put more effort into it. Yes, you can have a thriving young living business just by accomplishing the tasks that are on that checklist. And you can work 40 hours a week and have 0 members on your team. It's all based on the type of work that you are doing and whether or not it's bringing in income. We are teaching you what to focus on. Organizing your desk is not going to bring you a paycheck. Okay, let's simplify those IPAs. We basically have grouped them into 3 E's. And when we finish these 3 E's, we're going to open it up for any questions, and then we're going to close it for this evening. So the first E is educate. How are you teaching, sharing, and exposing others to your products for 10 hours a week? How are you doing that? Where is it that you're having problems, roadblocks, or issues in doing that sentence? If you're having problems right there, you're not teaching, you're not sharing, and you're not exposing others, you need to ask yourself, why? Because there's no way that you're going to ever enroll a member if you're not teaching, sharing, and exposing others to your products. They're not going to get it from osmosis, folks. They're only going to get it by hearing from you. And then you are going to enroll them. And many, many times, people share, people teach, and people expose others to our products, but they don't enroll them. And then they cry to us and say, I talked to her for 3 months, and then she went and signed up with somebody else. Do you know why she signed up with somebody else? Because that somebody else enrolled her. It's as simple as that. Having prospectives join as members and members finding health with essential rewards. This is your second goal. This is your second really big IPA. How are you going to do that? You're going to ask the question, are you ready to get started? But they're only going to be ready after you've talked with them, after you've shared with them the experience that you can share as best you can, either face-to-face or through Zooms, and exposing others to your products. People would not have known that Progessence Plus can be instrumental in getting rid of PCOS and endometriosis if they don't come on classes that teach that. If you look up endometriosis in the EODR, you're going to see Progessence Plus under there. You can take that EODR, that Essential Oils Desk Reference, and teach people from it. There's nothing saying you can't. And then the third thing that we want to look at as far as an IPA is empower. I can't tell you how many one kit wonders we have had over the years. Right, Sandy? It's
Yes.
because we do teach them, we do share and expose others to our products, we enroll them, and we stop there. That is a one kit wonder. You, as a business owner, this is where the follow through comes through. You need to empower your members by encouraging them, by calling them 1 week after you know they get their kit and going through that unboxing with them, going through the unboxing with their ER. And I'm going to go through that in a little bit as we dive deeper into these three things. Support their usage, answer their questions, engage and coach your members in business and in product. So we're just saying the same thing over and over again. We're just saying it in different words. This is how simple it is. This is all you need to know. How do you learn about the product? Guys, the same way Sandy and I learned about the product. We read our EODRs, we listened to CDs, we attended classes where other people taught, and actually, I didn't have anybody teaching me. I had to learn, and then I said, you know what? I need to teach other people all this stuff that I'm learning. And that's how I started teaching 21 years ago, even before we had Zoom. Okay, so let's break these three IPAs down. Educate. This is how you do it. Share a tidbit, just a tidbit, with a member or a prospective member. Teach your people, your friends, your members about the monthly promotion products. I am so wanting that cutting board this month.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
And
an apron.
Christine, I would just say, if you are not part of Christina's Diamond Miners page, you need to connect to that and connect your new members to that page, because I promise you all of this information is beautifully laid out on that page.
So are you encouraging members that are not in my team to join the Diamond
Oh,
Miners?
I'm sorry. I think most of the members tonight that I saw are on your page tonight. But yes, if you're on my team, Sensational Living, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
We share a lot of our stuff between pages. If you're in Dana's team, make sure you connect with Dana's Facebook page. But we have a lot of members from Christina's team here tonight. Make sure you are engaged in her page, because she puts out a lot of beautiful videos out there, and all of the specials and promotions are put out there, and we all have that on our page. We really want to share those things with you.
So when you see that monthly promo on the Diamond Miners page or wherever you see it, open it up and study it. Study it and get to know what the promos are so that you can share it with your members or your prospective members. Attend and edify events led by other educators, just like you're doing tonight. You are here. You showed up. And this is what you need to share with your people. Be present and active in the business and in member groups. Like I told you about Grow Dot. That is a great group to be a member of. Young Living Training and Education, another great group to be a member of. They have a training and education video every Monday, I think. Use products in public. There is nothing greater, and I have met more Young Living distributors that way, as I whip out my Thieves hand sanitizer in public and they go, oh, you're Young Living, I love that stuff. Or Thieves, I've heard of Thieves. Are you with Young Living? I would love to get some of that. Use your products in public. Share on social media. Now, we taught you in the very beginning, I think it was lesson number 2 of launching your Young Living business, that you want to post 1 oil post to every 5 personal posts. People use your product because of you, not because of the product. Tell them about you. Put you out there. Be vulnerable, be honest and authentic, and people will be attracted to you. And once they trust you, then they will trust our product. Add value to other lives with a story. Remember, on Rise, we're covering story. So if you're not on Rise, we recommend that you go out to Cristina Campbell. This is a Facebook group, by the way. Cristina Campbell hyphen YL Rise. YL Rise. And that's another great research source because we talk about creating and developing your own story so that you are attracting, again, people that are like-minded. Carry samples and exchange information with people. You know, somebody was telling me the other day, oh, I need to get some business cards. And I said, you know what? The most important thing that you can do with your business card is to hand it to somebody and ask them for their information. Get their email and their phone number and their name. Get your card back and give them a clean card. Do not give a card away without them giving your information, without you getting their information. And you can even say something like, I would love to give you a card, but could I get your information? Because I will tell you 9 times out of 10, and actually it's more closely 99.98% of the time, they will not contact you because you gave them your card. I have had years of experience with this. Sandy, would you think I'm kind of accurate on that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're
All right.
absolutely accurate. Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, so the second thing that we covered was enrolling. Enroll at least. Now, I'm talking to each and every one of you. If you are going to do this as a business, your goal should be a minimum of 2 new members every month if you want growth. Now, that means you're going to have to look outside. You're going to have to find people. And you're going to have to start sharing and educating. But that's part of this business. Teach one product.
It's the fun part of this business.
What, Sandy?
It's the fun part of this business.
It really
is teaching people.
It really is.
It really is.
I mean, and it's like this for any business. If you're not connecting with new people, you cannot grow any business. Whether you're doing a mentoring business or coaching business, massage, you know, if you're looking for patrons to massage, you have to go out there and meet the people and draw them in. Teach one product-centered workshop each month. If you want to do this as a business, you have to start relying on yourself to do this. And you know what? You're going to be scared in the beginning. And you're going to have to move out of your comfort zone. But I'm going to tell you that your authentic self will shine. And if you want me to be, or, you know, Sandy, if you're on Sandy's team, or Dana, if you want us to be a fly on the wall while you give your first class, we'll do that. And
Absolutely.
then, you know, we'll have an after class talk and we'll help guide you. We're not here to criticize you. We're here to constructively critique so that you can feel more confident the next time you do it. And we're not perfect at this either. We shoot from the hip 99% of the time. I'm being honest. Edify and market one product-centered workshop from an upline for your organization to attend. So in other words, share these classes with your other people. That's basically what that's saying. Market one product-centered workshop. That's every Tuesday night. Sandy, do you have product-centered workshops right now?
I don't do them. I do them one-on-one right now, like when I have new people.
Okay.
And that's what I follow up with my leaders when they're enrolling somebody. So we're doing one-on-ones right now, but I don't have a regular weekly product workshop right now.
Okay, that's fine. So that's where ours comes in. You know, just drive your traffic to us. Post an ER unboxing video. Now, what does that mean? It means getting on your phone and starting a live video and setting it up where your phone can see you unboxing your essential rewards coming in. Because you need to be it's a product of the product, Sandy, but an example. You need to be
Yes.
an example. If you're hoping that your members will be on ER so that their lifestyle and their health will get healthier, then you need to be on ER and show them what you're getting. And I especially love to showcase when I'm doing my unboxings on Diamond Miners, I love to showcase all the free stuff that we get on ER. Check your virtual office for completions and order errors. This is part of your responsibility as a leader. Check your virtual office for completions, those ER completions, essential rewards gone through, and for any order errors, and help run them down with your people. And of course, enroll new or existing members in the essential rewards program. That's pretty much a given there. Okay, and then the last thing that we're going to cover is empower. This is one of the ways that you do that. A good leader responds to all communication. If somebody puts a like on your page, on your Facebook page, answer them. Thank you for your like. Keep dialogue and communication going. They may not, but you must. You are the business owner. Following 5 new people daily, commenting and engaging in content. And remember, we covered this in detail. Sandy did an excellent job of covering this in detail, I think on lesson 1 and 2 of this particular series. So go back and find out how to use your social media more effectively. Commenting on 5 existing members or prospective member threads daily. Checking with 0 PD members. These are your one-kit wonders. You better be calling them and seeing how they're doing. Find out what their favorite oil from their PSK is and have dialogue with them. Find out if they don't know how to use DiGize or they don't know how to use Raven. Find out, talk to them, and then invite them to the classes, talk to them about their health issues, maybe make that 3-month or 6-month health projection plan with them so that they can get more into looking at Young Living as a lifestyle. Send out private messages, texts, calls, birthday cards, little postcards, just telling them that you're thinking of them. I have been known to send out promotion cards for the month. I've been known to send out diffuser recipes around Valentine's Day or Thanksgiving. And I'll usually do this to my 0 PD members because what my intention is to get them thinking about ordering other oils. These are your one-kit wonders, and we want to keep them involved. Also, send out rank congratulation gifts or cards. I used to send star gifts. I don't anymore. I figure their immediate upline leaders can do that. I used to send out senior star gifts. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just, if I've got a lot of things around. But I do send out executive gifts. I always send silver roses. My silvers, as soon as you make silver, you get a dozen yellow roses from me. As soon as you make gold, you get a dozen white roses and an EODR set from the unlimited edition set. And as soon as you become a platinum, you get 2 dozen red roses from me and a signature gift just for you. So, this is what we do for our people. And this is what you want to learn to do for your people as well. And everybody gives different gifts. You don't have to give the kinds of gifts that I give. You are unique, remember? And also talk to your educators and your leaders about their goals and how you can help them. So this is empowering your people. This is what we do for you. We are here for you. And I don't want you to use the excuse, oh, Christina, I didn't call you because you are so busy. If you tell me that, I will say back to you, I am never too busy for you. I am never too busy for you. If I'm busy at the moment, we'll set an appointment. By golly, we'll get together. And I know that Sandy feels the exact same way about that.
I do. I do.
So
We live to talk to you guys. That's what we hope for every day, is that you want to talk to us, that you want to tell us your goals, that you would like to discuss some things that might be going on in your team, and that we can help you and support you. We live for that.
Okay, I'm going through the chat right now. I'm going to also open it up for any questions.
I've kind of tried to keep track of the chat.
I appreciate that, Sandy. Thank you.
So yeah, I think for the most part, but we love questions, you guys. If you have any questions about the sheets, the good thing about the sheets is they're going to be out there for your use. So you don't need to worry about not having access to the sheets. They're going to be there for you. If you give us your email address.
I think we had a couple of late comers. And so if they're wanting these sheets, please put your email address in the chat box. I know Aletha came on very late. Janet came on a little late, I think. Oh, Janet, you did get yours in there. Thank you. 678 phone number. I think you came in late. But anyway, for the parts that you missed, again, it's going to be on YouTube. Yeah. Any questions from anyone? I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to see what the last. Oh, you're very welcome, Georgia. We're just so glad that you're joining us. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so you should be getting my class alerts on by text or email. If you're not, I'm going to make sure that you do. And then that way you'll have that information. Okay, great. Any other questions or comments? I'm a rocking fool tonight. I'm in Cedar City, Utah at my granddaughter's house, and I'm having a wonderful time.
You know, if you guys would like to connect with us on a regular basis, we're available at 9:15 every morning for our daily chat. It starts at 9:15 Central Time, and it's on Zoom. And the number, if you've got a pen, is 573-678-4335. It's Dana's Zoom ID, and we meet every morning at 9:15. And we look forward to new people joining us and chatting with us. And really what we do, it's an accountability call. We tell everybody what is on our agenda to do today. And it's a way to hold us accountable too. We started it, or Dana started it as a way for her to stay accountable during the COVID when it started in March. And Cristina and I just kind of bombed it, and we have been, all three of us have been faithful 9:15 callers every morning. So we invite any of you to join us.
We have a great diverse group too. We have, a young mom who is having her 4th baby. She's due this month, and we have
Georgia joined us one day this week.
Yay, Georgia! I didn't because I was here in Utah with my kids, but with my grandkids. But as soon as I get back, I will be back in the swing. I just am not doing it here in the morning because it's an hour earlier, and I'm with the babies, and
Well, I plan on joining more regularly. I just, once I get it into my schedule and get myself used to checking in.
It's developing those habits.
Yeah.
It's a habit.
Exactly. Great. All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, yeah, Nancy, I agree. There's a lot of information to process. But again, this is recorded. It'll be out on YouTube. You can listen to it over and over and over again.
You know, I would just like to say that sometimes we hear things that seem too complicated. I say make it simple, girls and guys. Make it simple. Do the things, just do 1 or 2 things a day. Start off there. Connect with 2 people every day. And then just do 1 or 2 IPAs every day. We rattled off 20, 25 things tonight. That can be complicated.